Hello everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight and welcome back to another episode of Curse of the Dead Gods. This is an interesting path. Well, I'll go this way. Anyway, it's been a little while since I last recorded, but the last episode should have been the day before yesterday, I think. Now that we've beaten all the game modes, I figure now... Oh dear, that's gonna light up in a second. Just shoot him. Anyway, now that we have beaten all the game modes and effectively completed all the content there is to play for the time being, it probably makes a certain amount of sense to maybe space out the episodes a little bit, just to make sure we don't burn out on the game before, you know, new updates come out. I mean, the developers have actually been really, I would say, really productive. Is that the word I'm looking for? Maybe. It feels like there's been an update almost every week since the game hit early access, so that's pretty cool. Though, I kind of wonder if that's a pace they're going to be able to keep up, especially because the world has changed since I last recorded. I mean, all the previous episodes I've been talking at you from the past, really, and honestly, it's actually kind of weird to think about now how, like, 2 weeks ago, was there even really... Well, I mean, here in North America, anyway, there wasn't really this whole coronavirus crisis, pandemic thing, words. You know, it was something happening in China and Europe and Asia, and China's in Asia. And, you know, it was happening elsewhere. Maybe there were a few cases with Canadians, but, you know, it was mostly someone else's problem. I mean, it was still very serious, and I was kind of concerned a little bit, you know, for all the other people out there who may have been affected, but one of those things where it was somewhere else in the world, and now it's right here on my very own doorstep. Though fortunately I am in a part of the country that's not too terribly affected, and frankly, the real benefit now that, you know, we're in this sort of like lockdown state of the world here, I kind of socially distanced myself anyway, so I don't have to change my, actually, do I want to buy that? No, not this early. But anyway, I don't really have to change my lifestyle that much, but I do feel for all the people who are being inconvenienced or worse by this, you know, especially in certain places where apparently things are worse, not necessarily because the virus is striking worse, but because, you know, stuff. But now's not the time to maybe dwell on that too much. Let's focus on the good things, like all this time indoors does, I guess, allow... It's actually kind of funny that perhaps the silver lining to all this is that... Oh no. Oh wait, I've got a hammer, I don't need to worry about this. But, a lot of free video games being given out during this time of crisis. Little, bread and circuses, maybe? Keep the populace from freaking out. Anyway. I mean, overall, I suppose the thing I think most of us are probably thinking with this whole pandemic situation is, that it's not good, but it's not like a world-ending apocalypse either. So, key thing, just keep cool, keep calm, follow the advice of the experts of, you know, maybe, you know, stay inside, don't go out unless you absolutely have to, wash your hands, though, frankly, if you don't wash your hands anyway, like, what's wrong with you, first of all? I mean, you really should be washing your hands. But, I know the statistics, and frankly, it's kind of disturbing to think about how many people just on a day-to-day basis don't wash their hands, but anyway, that's another thing, you know. Social distance, it's like 2 meters or 6 feet, something to that general effect, that you should keep in distance between your fellow man. But don't isolate yourself, you know, make sure you find ways to communicate with people in some way. People have been coming up with rather creative ways, and hey, we're in the internet era. Even if we can't see each other face to face, we can still communicate. That's pretty cool, isn't it? You know, I mean, one of the things I kind of hear this whole situation being compared to, also, perhaps apologies if, you know, I'm going to keep the hammer, but apologies if, you know, you come to this channel, you want to get away from real world issues, but it's a current event. We might as well discuss it a little in a optimistic and, you know, problem-solving sort of way rather than, ooh, the world is doomed, or, you know, oh, it's a, Democrat hoax or something. Sorry to get political for a second there, but, you know, there has been some BS south of the border from what I've been hearing. I won't get into it too much. That's too real world for my liking. But anyway, despite everything going on, I mean, the world is really well equipped, I guess, in a way, with like today's modern technology to handle a situation like this. Like, a big comparison I hear this being made to is the, what was it, the big Spanish flu, which incidentally didn't even originate in Spain, of, what was it, 1918? Which, incidentally, it's kind of funny how things have changed since then. We have learned, I mean, I suppose this is kind of obvious, but we've learned that maybe you don't name a virus after a place or a people or anything like that because, as I've unfortunately heard in the news, since this whole thing broke out, certain people anyway, have been using this as an excuse to be rather dickish to quote-unquote Chinese people, and by that I mean anyone who looks vaguely Asian, because unfortunately, the kind of people who are likely to get violent over these sorts of things also couldn't tell you the difference between someone from China, someone from Japan, someone from, you know, anywhere else in Asia. Which is sad. Don't be like that. You know, we in times of crisis, we've gotta pull together rather than pull apart. But I'm sure you know that. What is to me, though, however, before I, you know, wrap up this whole talk of current events, what I find kind of funny, just from my own part, I'm like probably the only millennial who still watches cable news from time to time. I do most of my news and current events reading online, but I like to watch the news from time to time. But I remember as, like, in the early days of this, when, you know, things were just getting started, you know, on the news, they're trying to keep people calm, as is their job. But at the same time, you know, the corporate news media does need to get their money, and to do that, you have to sensationalize things. I mean, they shouldn't, but they do. But that's a topic for another time. There was a segment where they were talking to an economist, but, oh, you know, blah, 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 you know, there's nothing to worry about, you know, whenever something like this happens, the market goes down, blah, 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 and things pick up afterwards, blah, 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 blah. And the whole time they're having this conversation, there's a live, like, stock ticker that's showing the economy collapsing in real time. I just thought that was kind of funny, personally. Like, oh, you know, don't panic, but we are going to show you this, you know, real-time collapse of the market, which is totally not going to freak people out, even if, you know, logically they know that, yeah, of course the market's going to be down, but it always recovers after this. Just, it's silly, isn't it? But you got to get those clicks, I suppose. Anyway, that's about as real world as I want to get with that. I just thought that was kind of a funny little anecdote, perhaps, to share. Little tale, little story. Don't be like that, by the way. You know. Wowzers. You know, the kind of person who would sensationalize a crisis in order to profit off of it. That's just bad. But anyway, other than that, you know what? We're making so much money, maybe I should just go ahead and buy something. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, but this could be better. And it's cheaper, so I like that. Okay, well. Now we're gonna get an extra 8% damage. Not bad. Though what we probably really want is a thing, a emblem that, oh shoot, we're already at the boss fight here. No, hit him, hit him, hit him. Don't let the combo die. Nope, nope, don't want. No, and there goes my combo. Which also inconveniently, I suppose, destroyed most of the damage output that I have. There we go. Little extra hit for you there, good sir. All right, let's let our stamina recover. I mean, now that we've lost our combo, no, don't get hit more than once. One hit is fine. 2 hits is a little more than I would like to accept. Anyway, all told, we're actually doing pretty well for ourselves in this whole boss fight. This whole run so far in general, I would dare say. Oh dear. Alright, let our stamina recover. And then beat this guy over the head with our giant hunk of stone. And down he goes. Alright, I like that. That was good. Though we did lose our dexterity. Incidentally, that actually got nerfed a little. It is now only +1 instead of +2. So that's a 2% damage increase each floor. A little weaker, but still actually pretty significant. And they actually buffed, by the looks of it, this. Now our greed timer stays the same. So we definitely get a lot more money from it. That's interesting. That would synergize nicely with this. You know what? I'm going to keep the hammer, though. The bow is one of those weapons where it's definitely nice, but I always can't help but feel that it is a weapon that, I don't know, that it feels too situational for me to want to use most of the time. But then again, I guess if I really think about it, it's actually... Ooh, yeah. Anything on this side? There is not. Anyway, I don't know. I just, compared to some of the other two-handed weapons you can pick up, I just don't find it as useful. But that's, you know, totally just my opinion there. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, I can't... Oh, no. Samdy, don't do it. Oh. And I got hit. Okay, he is dead now, though, so that's a small comfort. Okay, let your stamina rebuild. And then shove these guys over here. Give yourself a little bit of extra room. There we go, that's the good stuff. Oh, thank God, he was just outside of my range. Anyway, moving on. Oop, watch out for him. Get our money. Almost slipped up there and got hit. That would have been less good. I also just want to say, I like these new room variations. Like, in many cases, the room shape looks the same, but it is, in fact, you know, like there's slight differences in the traps or, you know, just... I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of rooms that are... Like this one right here, it normally had the, you know, all the jaguar heads. But now, instead, it's a bunch of explodey pots. And, you know, it's little touches like that that are nice, because they add that extra bit of variety and also make sure that you don't get too comfortable. Since, I mean, sooner or later, we'll still reach a situation where I, like, know every single layout. But the longer it takes us in order to memorize these various layouts, the better, I would dare say. Alright, you know, maybe, yeah, just give you a little whack on the old noodle there. Alright, good. I am probably still going to want to get rid of this hammer late in the game, just because I find it's... Well, we're going to want to get new weapons overall late in the game, as sooner or later, our damage... Oh no, I want to keep my healing. But, as I was about to say, we do want to make sure that our damage keeps up with, you know, the increasing difficulty of the enemies. And I also figure at this point, we might want to start spending corruption rather than gold, because of course that way we keep our damage bonus, which is quite important, I would think. I'm also thinking to myself, alright, that'd be great if I had poison, which I do. Though that's a really weak weapon now compared to, you know, some of the other stuff we've got, but, oh, you know what, the fact it's poison kind of undermines, whoop. Oh, I lost my combo. I thought I'd been hitting my enemies fast enough to keep it going, but apparently not. That's unfortunate. Anyway, but also as I was saying before, I think I let my train of thought pass me by there for a second, is that... Yeah, we'll pick up both. And we'll offer blood. Though then again, I guess if... Well, no. No, we definitely want to get more gold if we can. And frankly, being corrupted shouldn't be that much of a problem for us, as long as we actually time it just right. Maybe I should have kept the old shield though, just for a little while longer to heal ourselves back to full health. Ah, shucks, urns no longer contain gold. That's gonna be a little bit of a drop in our financial well-being, but oh well. Yeah, you go away, good sir. Shoot, shoot, shoot. No, my combo! Damn you for separating yourselves, though I kinda did it myself a little here. I was helping the enemies practice social distancing. Where the heck did Samdi go? Summoning more minions. Hey, listen. Don't need any more of your shenanigans over here, good sir. Alright. All told, though, we're in good health, frankly. Though I guess time will tell if it stays that way. We would be doing much better if I hadn't kind of flubbed on our combo there. But, on the other hand, we are still doing a considerable amount of damage. That's good. I think I'll swap this out. The Constitution doesn't really help us terribly much right now, aside from, of course, giving us more health. Though, if we get a weapon that scales with Constitution, that wouldn't be terrible. Though, for this particular run... Yeah, you go over there, good sir. Booyah. Oh dear, oh dear. Wasn't sure if I was going to be fast enough there. Oh, geez. Risky maneuver there, but it paid off. Do I want to pay corruption? Heal 10% of gold offerings amount. Oh, I would like to take that. You know what, we'll wait. I would like to take it, but I'm not going to take it for the obvious reason that if we start spending our gold, that does make it harder for us to afford other crucial things that we probably need. Alright, first things first. No, Gaslight, you fool! You've burned all your stamina! Okay, what in the nine hells are you doing? Okay. Okay, good. We've killed the Samdi. We have lit ourselves on fire successfully. We have burned all our stamina again. That's okay. Okay, this guy's almost dead. He is now successfully dead. And we have made ourselves considerably stronger than we were a moment ago, so that's a big plus. Okay, what we want is definitely more damage. We always want more damage, but... You know, oh dear. Yeah, we're gonna be rocking a lot of curse. So what we would actually probably really like as well is to acquire a weapon of some kind that maybe scales with the more curse we have. Yeah. Well, this is an interestingly shaped room. Okay, that's gonna do some interesting things. There we go. You see, little it's the little things like that that really make life, isn't it? And it's such a subtle thing. Shh. Well played, Gaslight. Well played. But yeah, like even look at this room. It's now got a bunch of jaguar statues in it. You know, I still have that mutation, the blessing thing that lets us, oh dear, that lets us do more damage against weakened enemies, which reminds me again, we could have taken that bow that if we get perfect shots weakens enemies. That, in many ways, I am saddened by how poorly I have performed on this particular section. You know what? That's good. More gold and more damage. And yeah, you better believe I'm gonna pay that with corruption. I mean, frankly, at the rate we're going, unless I buy corruption with a weapon, like unless I really start going hard on getting corruption here and doing corrupting influences, we're probably fine. Probably. But let's let us not at any point in all this, you fool, you foolish fool, you had no hope of beating me. But he did try, so good for him. Let's see. Well, I have no healing right now. I might pick up healing in the future, but I don't right now. So I think I'll swap this out. Also, just how much gold would I need to get the maximum benefit from this? I would need, well, 2%, I think I would need 50,000 gold if I'm doing my math correctly. That sounds about right, doesn't it? Yeah, because I'm only getting about 18,000 from that. Alright. Which is good, still. It's still very good. 18% more damage is 18% damage that we wouldn't have had otherwise. I guess I'm just gonna... Oh. Well, I've decided that... Well, then again, I mean... Is it really... Is it really worth... I mean, because 10% of a gold, that could be a couple hundred. Couple thousand, even. I mean, the critical damage is good. Ah, you know what, let's go for it. You know, maybe we'll buy one stat upgrade. Because, I mean, after all, it's only a 2% damage upgrade per 1,000. So we know to begin with that, I mean, it's not going to be a major difference. It is going to be... Well, actually, we only need one gold offering to effectively heal ourselves to full, so... There is that. Well, one sufficiently sized gold offering. Like this. 200... Well, actually, I guess that wouldn't quite heal me to full health. Each greed kill restores 1... Yeah, you know what? I'll swap that for the gold healing. There, that's perfectly fine. And as long as I don't bullocks up this whole thing, frankly, our kill count should do a lot of good stuff for us. Though it also occurs to me, without a spear, this is going to be a bit of a harder fight. Oh no. Damn, there goes my combo. And then run away. Well. There we go. Oh yeah, no stamina. Shoot. Alright. No, no. Oh, I hate that so much. Because it feels like compared to regular enemies, you can't actually interrupt bosses in quite the same way. Which is very annoying, but life goes on and we'll be fine. Probably. Though not as fine as if we had a spear. That's my one grave disappointment about this this whole situation so far. Okay, run. And boop, bop, bibbity. Alright, we definitely could still use... Oh, thank God that was a kill shot. That could have been bad for us. Oh boy. Haven't really parried too much this run, have I? Let's go with getting rid of this. Alright, let's see if we can make it through the rest of this run without taking damage. Not bad. Just +9 perception, huh? Do I want to lose a reasonable chunk of health? But get a considerable more gold gain. And plus... Well, I guess it kind of goes... It could go either way. We could either end up getting a thing. A weapon that scales with perception. And perception is doing much, much better for us in terms of, like, the stuff we're finding. I mean, it's actually tied with dexterity right now. And if we got one of those rare weapons that actually scaled with dexterity, because they happen from time to time, not often, but occasionally. Oh, geez. Don't summon more guys, that's just rude. No! That actually hit me. I thought for sure I had rolled, but apparently my roll counted for nothing. Holy crap, I actually can parry that. I didn't believe it when they told me it could be done. But it can be done, apparently. Yeah, you get out of my face, dog. And get out of his face. Oh, you've dropped something. Alright. Yeah, so just don't get hit. Get the good stuff. Okay. Those claws are still laughably weak at this point for us, so... Probably not going to use them. Having said that, I mean, I guess there is... Oh, Jesus. Let's just let the explosion run its course. Though, it's possible by doing that we're missing out on something that got destroyed. You know, similar to that one jaguar corridor where there's a jaguar head that can open a secret area, but if you're not fast enough, it'll just blow up. But then again, we have a weapon that lets us break down walls, so we're probably good either way. And, of course, we'll just corrupt ourselves. I mean, what's the worst that can happen at this point? A lot. There's a lot that could go wrong still, but at the end of the day, I have to maintain a certain belief that we are going to be fine, though there is also, to an extent, a feeling that my damage is starting to fall behind just a little bit. No, 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 no! Oh, Jesus. Thank goodness that hit. Freaking out now about whether we're actually keeping that combo alive. Because it is a significant portion of our damage. What the hell? You couldn't attack through the jaguar. You dick. What the hell? That was totally an attack worthy of a stun. Or at least it should have been. Oh dear. Okay, well, we're in a pickle here. Though that charge attack doesn't do as much damage as just the regular hit, so I gotta keep that in mind as well. And we probably want to go to that weapon room to grab something, because like I said, it does kind of feel like we're falling behind here. Which actually, I think is because we don't have a weapon that scales with anything. It might just... well, and also the fact that a lot of our damage does rely on us, being able. Didn't want to risk that. Okay. Well, we are still healing every time we kill an enemy, so it's not over for us, not by a long shot. Oh, jeez. Why does it have to be a large man? Kinda dodged a little too much there. Alright, let's just back this guy into a wall. Then he'll never be able to attack us again. Alright, that was also pretty... ooh, a new sword. Also, they changed even the I mean, I haven't really commented on it so far this episode, but there is a notable, I would say, improvement in the graphics of the various weapons and stuff. Like, they have a bit more variety to them. Which, if I recall the patch notes correctly, was done for the express purpose of making it more clear, you know, the various, like, kind of, I guess, if you will, subtypes of weapons. You know, like, whether it's a poison weapon or a, oh, shoot. That should have killed me. But the 25% auto parry chance saved me. Thank you, auto parry. Though I shouldn't use that as an excuse to let my actual parry reflexes slip. It's also kind of funny to me how, just comparing roguelikes. In Dead Cells, despite knowing the value of shields, I tend to ignore them. In this game, it seems like shields are very quickly becoming, aside from spears, my primary weapon. Alright, I was saying for quite some time back there that our damage wasn't keeping up, but it definitely doesn't seem to be the case now. Though having said that, again, we do need to remember that a lot of our damage is coming from our combo right now. So I should be careful about that. What is this? Dodging makes you intangible. Alright. Well, that does give us... it does make it easier to dodge. on the one hand. So we do have that going in our favor. And get ourselves a little bit more gold. And there's plenty of environmental traps and tricks here. Oh, I heard him. I heard large man. No, no, no! Damn it! Now, this is just me making excuses, but I swear it kind of felt for a moment there that, like I was trying to charge, but the button wouldn't hold down. Oh, thank God that works. Nope, nope, nope. And my combo is still dead anyway. Did you die? Oh, come on. Alright. I really gotta be careful of these gold rooms, because they're either really good for me, or I end up screwing them up horribly and taking a bunch of unnecessary damage and losing our combo, and then freaking out because I've lost my combo and letting things go to hell. Alright. We definitely need a weapon upgrade, though. I'm not really sure what at this particular moment in time, but hey, yeah, he's dead. And all told, we are still pretty strong. Oh, thank goodness. Except... and then roll away. Oh, thank God that hit. Oh, and I auto-parried the, okay. Yeah, let your stamina recover for a second. Happened again. Though I do know that from time to time, my buttons on this controller do stick. Oh, thank God that worked. Oh, balls! But then I let him hit me again. Alright. Thank God. He's dead. You will be soon dead. You are... Alright. Really disappointed in how I let that one turn out, but still. Okay, yeah, a spear. I like that. Do I pay corruption for it, though? The answer is no. And it also does more critical damage, so remember, as long as we can hit them with just the tippity tip, we are perfectly fine. Though maybe I should have kept that gold offering healing, as it turns out. Ooh, boy. Alright, let's just quickly reevaluate everything. I mean, that's good. Each kill restores an additional stamina, so we get 2 stamina rather than 1, which still means we are likely to fall behind on stamina, because it is going to take us more than 2 hits to kill an enemy. But... whoop. Then again... kind of a shame those minion kills didn't count. For healing, that is. But at the same time, it also makes a lot of sense why they don't count. But I can still feel bad about it. Well, that was fun. No! Damnation. Well, we have no combo anymore because of my greed and foolishness. If only picking up money healed me, we would be at full health all the time. But that would make life way too easy. So all I need to do, really, is make sure we get those super good critical hits. And remember, Not to get greedy. Enemy attacks deal less corruption. We get some extra dexterity for our trouble. Anything I really want to swap this out for, though? The answer is not really. I mean, we could swap things out, but I won't. Okay, that was a little silly of me. There we go, that's the good stuff. And yeah, we're just gonna pay corruption for that. Might pay corruption for... Well, yeah, we'll be able to afford it. I might pay corruption for a weapon. And this is our last room before the boss, so we can go ahead and re-roll as many times as we need to. Also, that's a very unfortunate curse to have. But fortunately, it's one that won't hurt us against the boss. Oh, no, you don't. Not this time. Die, please. Alright. Give him a little taste of the tip. Which sounds dirty if you take that out of context, so, you know, be careful. Be careful who's listening if you're, you know, not wearing headphones while watching this episode. Of course, then again, if someone listening just thinks that's dirty without any context, maybe that says more about their mind than it does about mine. Of course, the fact that I even got us on this little side tangent probably says a lot about my own mind. Perhaps. Perhaps not. In any case, we're good. And again, this is the last room before the boss fight. I like the spear. Yeah, it's a reasonable dagger. Okay, another dagger. Each kill permanently increases base damage by 5%. Why couldn't I have got that at the beginning of the run? Because I doubt that, and up to 200%, so that means it does up to 300% damage if I am doing my math on that one correctly. Okay, we've got a claw. 10% per active curse. Spear, 20% chance to poison. Does the same amount of damage. Extra 20% critical damage. Attacks from behind, 30% more damage. I mean, I figure I'm more likely to, Oh, we've got 5 rerolls. Let's see if we can get, like, a ridiculously overpowered... Nope. Lower the damage we take by 10%. I do wonder, though, if that's, like, just always or only while we have that equipped. The Titan Slayer, I probably don't want to swap that up at this point. Wind Fury Pike does less damage. Alright, big ol' smacky, Desperation. Does double damage, but the base damage increases by your percentage of missing HP. I kind of wish it indicated a bit more like what that meant. No, and we also, I mean, we do double damage to start with. We do more damage the less health we have. No, I can't. I just can't. I can't do that. Oh, actually, if I take that, I will get corrupted. So, you know what? Alright, never mind. We won't take anything. Can I, yeah, I did very definitely use all my rerolls. Alright, so maybe I should have taken the spear that gives us, the extra chance to poison. Well, we did get an extra dexterity there, so that also kind of works out nicely. A little dark in here. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, you dick! Ow, I'm on fire. Okay, here he comes. And give him a little taste of the tip! And then run away. Was it always dark in here when I mean, that does actually make battling in darkness better. Nope. Okay, let your stamina regenerate. I feel like he may have been changed up a little here. Oh god, get out! Okay, come on over. Alright, maybe I... Ow. Oh boy. Little... There we go. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. Nope. We're good. We're totally good. Totally fine. Oh dear. Again. Didn't really get him with the tip there, but we tried. We're a little too close. But we are still doing a lovely amount of damage. Nope. Okay, back off. Let your stamina regenerate. Okay, what's he doing? The light is coming back on. Okay, didn't quite get him with the tip there. Alright. There we go. I mean, as long as I don't get hit, I think we've got this. Though, having said that, it still bums me out a little that the only way I seem to be able to beat this guy is if I'm abusing the spear. Okay, that was a little risky. And there we go. Gave him a little stab in the back there. Or I guess in the thigh. And down he goes. So, yeah. You know what, next time I should totally make sure I try to use something other than a spear. But that's also going to do it for this episode. So until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And I'll see all you in the next video.